Good morning. Going back to another little vlog. It is like 6:30. Your girl is headed to Health Cafe this morning to open up the studio because we do have classes this morning. It's October 1st, so we're gonna spend the day doing a little October reset and just bringing in that fall energy, getting prepped and ready for a new month. But it is early, your girl's tired, but we're getting this day started, so I hope you guys enjoy this little vlog. Let's get to it. I just got back from the studio to quickly make my little BCAAs and grab my gym bag, and we are headed straight to the gym to get a little morning workout in. It is October 1st. We are getting at it, girls. We got to do this. So let's head to the gym. I just finished my little leg day lift. I'm not gonna lie, this is truly the best I have felt, looked, all of the above in years. And I am so happy. We're gonna head home, make breakfast, and get the rest of the day started. Makeup is done, dressed, ready to go. I have not worn a braid in my hair literally since this time last year, but for some reason, just a single cutie little braid always gives fall vibes to me, and it's October 1st. So in honor of October 1st, your girl is fallified up, cutie fall outfit is on. We're gonna head out to a coffee shop. I have not yet been caffeinated, so grab some sort of fall drink. I'm hoping like an iced pumpkin spice latte or even like an iced gingerbread latte, something cozy but like also iced because it's 20 degrees outside, still warm. I packed up my little work bag. I actually recently got this bag. It's from Lambert. They're a Montreal based brand. I've talked about them so much, but I'm literally obsessed with them. My other black work bag that you guys have probably seen me use 100 million times is also from Lambert, but this one's just a little bit cutesier. So I'm gonna be using her today. And then I'm also going to pair my mustard seed Taz Ugg slippers with this outfit because I feel like it just chef's kiss completes the vibe. But before we head out, I want to run through the things that I'm going to get done while I'm sitting and working at a coffee shop for the next hour to 2 hours. Like, I don't want to be out of the house too long today because we do still have things to do. Because October 1st and our monthly reset fell in the middle of the week, I'm not doing typical like Sunday weekend reset things like washing all my sheets, doing a ton of laundry, doing some maintenance cleaning and things like those types of things. They're not happening today, they'll happen this weekend. But what I am going to be doing is planning out my month and monthly goals. It's something that I did in September and I'm starting to get back into. So I'm gonna sit down, kind of plan out all of the holidays, major dates, major activities, things that are going on in my calendar, and also set out some monthly goals. And on top of that, I'm super excited to be talking about this again and announcing, but if you've been following my journey here for a while, you know that I used to love writing, and obviously I love reading. I'm gonna attempt NaNoWriMo, which I found out that NaNoWriMo, the organization, isn't a thing anymore. But November is essentially National Novel Writing Month. It just so happens that the organization was also called NaNoWriMo. I want to attempt to finish a first draft, fully finish my first draft of a novel I've been working on for the last like 10 years. Yeah, so October is going to be Preptober for me, basically prepping all of my pre-materials, character, library, and like plotting, planning, all that good stuff so that I can actually write is going to happen in October. So if I get all of my like monthly life admin, business admin planning done, I'm going to start planning out my Preptober and what that's going to look like. And we'll obviously chat way more about that as like throughout this vlog and also throughout the month of October. But that's a fun little announcement. And if you follow me on Book Talk, stay tuned because I'm going to be trying to do random little chats and updates, very casual, very like low effort, minimal, but just like real little updates and chats on my Book Talk, not booktube. Do I need to get back to that? Maybe. We're gonna just, yeah. I would love to get back to booktube at some point, but your girl still continues to add too many things to her plate, so this is one more for now. Okay, let's head out to a cutesy little coffee shop. The one that I picked today is also a bookstore, and I thought it just fits the fall vibes so perfectly. And I've been wanting to go there for forever, so today I'm finally gonna go. I hope that it's also good like work vibes as well, and there's places to sit. We'll find out when we get there. Hi, Mr. Floof. Belly rubs? Oh, belly rubs, yeah. Oh, that's a big stretch. I am home from my little morning, early afternoon out planning, looking at books. I was so good and I did not buy any new books. So like literally pat on the back for me because I've been so bad about buying books recently. I think I bought like 6 books in the month of October. We're not going to talk about that. I have been reading though, so that's a plus. They're 2 different hobbies. However, now that we are home, before I rant at you guys for probably the better half of like 10 minutes about goals, planning, and all things writing a book and plotting a novel, I live with a man now. Because I live with a man now, I have needed to transitionalize my wardrobe spring, summer, and fall, winter. Pluto, can you not chew on my toes? I have needed to transitionalize my wardrobe from spring, summer to fall, winter, and it's slowly started to get cooler. So I think I'm just gonna make the switch. We're doing a full October monthly reset and change out all of my spring, summer wardrobe clothes into my fall, winter clothes. I'm gonna start with this closet here. This is most of the transition stuff, is like spring, summer dresses that I'm not gonna wear until next year, and putting out my winter and fall dresses and skirts, and then bringing out more of my chunky knit sweaters, because I put away probably, I want to say, about half of them. So that is what we are going to do, and we are going to get through it. This is one of 3 closets in the house. Our one closet is just all coats, but this one I do share with Alan, and it is, oh, we have sweaters falling, but I have mostly spring, summer, and then some just all season knit chunky sweaters up there. So some of them are gonna go away, and then we're also just gonna fill this up with more chunky knit sweaters. And then here we have dresses, skirts, some are all season, and then some are strictly summer, like this halter neck dress. So we're gonna put away all of the summer ones, and then that half of the closet is now Alan's stuff, so I only have this half of the closet to work with, which is not bad. I've compacted things a lot. Do I still have too much clothes? Probably. More than I thought there was. I have like 10 to 12 dresses here that are all like strictly summer dresses slash vacation dresses that I wore recently. Now, I do have a like very warm weather vacation coming up at the in the middle of November, so I kept like 2 to 3 summer dresses out just so that I don't have to like put them away and then take them out and find them again when I want to pack for that. I'll just put them away when we get back from that trip. So it's gonna be a little bit full in there for a little while, but this is my one zippered bin cloth case thing of selectively only fall and winter chunky knit sweaters and dresses. Now my issue is that summer stuff takes up a lot less space than winter stuff does, so we'll see how I manage to fit this all in here. We'll figure it out. Now that my closet has been fully moved over into my fall wardrobe, let's sit and chat about some October goals. We're also entering Q4, and while I am tempted to do the winter arc challenge and like lock in for the next 3 months, I think I shall lock in for the last 50 days and take October as a little bit of a slow ease into fall and the colder months. So with that being said, let's get into some of the goals that I planned. I have been loving this planner that I picked up at Indigo. It actually might be my favorite layout thus far, and like it's such a perfect size as well. But in each of the monthly section, there's a section for 5 little goals, and then I typically do more than that in a month. Starting off, as we were chatting about, Preptober. Fully prep, plot, and plan out my novel, which I feel like I need to give it some sort of code name, like something whip. We'll figure that out at some point. But fully prep and plan it. We're gonna get into that after we chat through this, but yeah, that's my goal number 1, so that throughout November I can write at least 50,000 words, which is gonna be so much fun, and I'm so excited. But I also do need to like start slowly writing now, not necessarily the novel that I'm wanting to draft, but like even just writing short little prompts, like 100 words, 200 words here and there, I think will be really good. Next one, work out 3 times a week. And by work out 3 times a week, I mean lift 3 times a week. I've been really consistent in doing 2 times a week. Typically for me, it's been Monday, Friday. And right now I'm also teaching 4 days of the week. So that's 6 days that I am working out every single day except for Sundays. So Sundays I've been taking off. We typically will do like a hour to hour and a half long trail walk or like mini hike with Pluto on Sundays. Alan and I will like go and do a nice family afternoon, but I want to amp up to 3 lift days a week. It'll probably be like an upper body weight day because right now I do 2 lower body heavy lifting days. So I feel like if I add in 1 upper body, we'll be well rounded. And obviously I'm teaching Pilates 4 times a week. Some of those days are doubles, sometimes triples. So lots of teaching going on, lots of movement, and that's kind of my October goal. We'll see how that goes. Next up is read 3 books. I actually want to try and finish reading Pumpkin Spice Cafe tonight and then technically count that as a September read. I know we're in October now, but it's fine. And then get into my new October reads. And I think I will be going into some fantasy and romantasy and maybe some soft, cozy fantasy as well. But I've been reading a lot of romance, so I feel like it's time to dip my toes back. And then the last few goals are kind of more work, both health cafe and like social media stuff, work related goals, things to help keep me on track as we enter Q3. Q3 is always the busiest season, both for the studio and for my social media work. It's holidays, holiday campaigns, and then people just trying to get in as many classes as they can before Christmas, and they basically take like 2 to 3 weeks off of working out. But both of my works were entering the busiest season of the year as well as the coldest season of the year. So I don't know why those two are tied together, but yeah, so those are kind of my monthly goals that I sat through, and I did break them out into smaller goals so that I have some more tangible things to check off throughout the month for myself. Pluto has decided he wants to join me. He's like slightly off camera, but let's talk about Preptober and everything I'm going to be doing, going through, writing through for the next month. I'm so excited to be sharing more about this because I feel like for the past few years I've been wanting to get back into writing, and not that I've been scared to, but maybe I have been scared to. I just haven't done it, okay? It's been one of those things that I keep saying I want to do and I just keep not doing it. So I always get so much inspiration in the fall, and especially with NaNoWriMo has been something that I participated in and done multiple times growing up, that like every time October and November rolls around, I feel this urge and this want and this need to write. And so this year, we're actually gonna do it. So for Preptober, I have 7 kind of steps with like some sub-steps and obviously things in between. First off is the basic premise. Now, I feel like we need a whole other vlog on this, but basically the book that I'm currently drafting is an idea that I've had and an idea that I've drafted on and off for the past over 10 years. I'm basically scrapping it down to the bare bones of just everything that I remember and want to keep that's currently in my brain, and basically just starting new, starting over, blank slate. At one point in time, I had like 50,000 words written for this draft, like a decent amount. The last time I touched this book, I was probably 20, maybe 21, and that wasn't significantly either. So yeah, it just needs a lot of work and a lot of updating. So I want to bare bones it, strip it, and start from scratch. So we're starting with the basic premise. From there, picking and pointing out a plot structure. There's a few different ones that I have in mind, so I need to sit and think through which one is actually going to flow and work best for the telling of this book. Start doing a character library, so like basically everything about all of the main characters so that I have something to refer back to while I'm writing. Then from there, start rough drafting scene by scene plots, so like bullet pointing major plots and major scenes that I want to happen in the book. Hi baby. And then within that, begin world building, so literally like separate document, just start backstories, world building, and everything that I need to know as the author that's going to help me draft a better book. And then from there, I want to write a novel summary slash blurb, so basically that thing that you read on the back of books or on the inside page of the hardcover, like the blurb that summarizes your novel. I feel like that is going to give me a great starting point as well of encapsulating the whole book and keeping that in mind as I continue writing. And then from there, start doing chapter breakdowns. So obviously I'm not sure how many chapters they're going to be, but like go like, let's say chapter 1 to 20, and break down scenes by chapter, and then from there further break down each chapter by adding in more scenes and just developing further, so that when I go to actually draft in November, I have something to refer back to and just like this beautiful structure and plot to follow. And of course things can change and I may like scrap half of it, but at least I'll have something to go off on so that I can write based on my ideas that I'm coming up with in October. So from there, there's a few book apps, websites, planning things that I'm gonna look into / use to help me organize this process. I'm such a visual person and I need some sort of structure and organization to chaos, and I know that writing is half chaos, but to be able to like actually do this and finish a draft for the first time, I need some organized chaos. Number one, Milanote. I've used this before when I started redrafting another book, I want to say like 2-3 years ago, and I loved it. It's very visual and helps organize everything. It's kind of like Notion, but a little bit more visual, and I found just works a little bit better for writing. It is free, but like limited free, so I'll have to look into that a little bit more, start from there, and then potentially look into some free Notion novel planning templates, because I'm sure there are some out there. And then I've also heard that Evernote, Campfire, and Daily Prompt are also great resources and tools to use. So those are just a few of the things this evening, because I can't believe we're almost actually at the evening already. I want to finish reading Pumpkin Spice Cafe because I need to get a little bit out of the romance world, finish that book so I can start reading fantasies again. And then I also think that I want to start basic plot developing for this book. So that's what's up this evening. But yeah, I feel like I need to do a full like novel planning, novel building vlog, and I feel like that would probably be over on my booktube, so stay tuned. I don't want to say that's gonna happen and then not do it, so we'll just see how this month goes, but I'm super excited to bring you guys on this journey. And I feel like by talking about this as well, it gets me more excited and not puts pressure on me, because I like want this to be very pressure free for myself, but makes me more excited and want to do it more, you know, because I have a little bit of accountability as well. Kind of some of my goals for this month, as well as what my Preptober plan is. If you are also drafting a book, or just like you're curious about my process and my journey, I don't know where I should share this. I feel like we have our little group chat on Instagram, but like I don't know where else. I feel like I'm getting off on a rant and on a tangent, so I gotta take Pluto on a walk and we'll check back in this evening. I am cozied up, cozied in. I want to try and finish the Pumpkin Spice Cafe tonight. I've got like 100 pages left, so I think I can do it. It has been a very simple, very easy, no substance read. Very much a palate cleanser book, and if you're into like very simple, cutesy, cozy little romances, definitely for you. Or if you're looking for just like a palate cleanser book, like I'm reading this in between some big, heavy, dark world building fantasies. Like I just finished finale, and after this I'm gonna get into another fantasy book. I think things that take not a toll on my brain, but like definitely take a lot more brain power to read. This has been nice for a palate cleanser and a break, because the writing style is very, very simple, very, very easy to read. The plot has basically no substance, and it's just like a very cutesy little read. Like I said, not something I typically would read. I have no attachment to the characters. I don't really think there's any like character arc or much depth to them, but it is a cute little book, and it's been nice for a switch up and change of pace, because I feel like I've been reading either, like I said, heavy fantasy or a little bit more very in-depth romances that have very deep like underlying stories to them. Yeah, it's been a nice change of pace. I'm gonna try and finish. I'm going to finish reading it tonight. And I'm also gonna end off the vlog here. I'm gonna read and call it a night and end off my little October reset. So I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next little cozy October vlog.